Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Welcome everybody to Boogeyman Radio. I am Trojan Man, Dave, and over here is just Charles. You never change your name, man.
Charles is good enough for me.
You need a nickname.
Nah, I don't need a nickname. I've got a nickname. Oh,
Let's do a contest.
Nah.
You guys, in the comments below, if you're watching on the after recording, post recording, post live. Put a nickname down there for Charles in the comments section. We'll put up a poll after all is said and done by next week, and then we'll see if we can't come up with a nickname for it.
Doesn't mean I'm going to answer to it.
You don't have to answer to it, but you know what? It'll be fun.
It could be fun. I'll entertain the idea. We'll see what we got. Yeah, exactly. It's no big deal.
Just let your hair down a little bit.
My hair's always down, Dave. It feels great today. It's a good hair day.
It's a good hair day.
It is. It's been a great day.
Mine's growing back really quick. Like, really quick.
Maybe that's a good thing.
What a difference a week makes, right?
Absolutely, man. A week makes a huge difference.
I'm just waiting for you to get your hair as long as it was.
I'm not going to go that long. There's no way. No. With it being riding season, I've been putting it off longer than I want to, or than I wanted to, because when I ride, my hair just gets to a huge tangled bundle mess.
Is it because of bug, like when you're riding and stuff?
Oh yeah, when I'm even with the ponies. No, not bugs. Really? Just the strands tangle in with each other, and it takes like an hour to unknot your freaking hair. It sucks, man. It honestly sucks.
I can just see it, like you take it off your helmet and your hair falls out. And
just like a giant bug. Yeah, that's not real. That's not how that goes. There's no way. Like even with the helmet on. Yeah, no, dude, it's like I almost have to put like a freaking a bun all the way at the base of my freaking where my neck and shoulders meet the back.
Have it at the top like a teacher's bun.
Oh no, I can't do that because I wear a helmet.
No, I'm not talking about with the helmet on. I mean like in general.
No, I'm not doing a man bun. No.
Then you can just like pull out the stick and just shake it out.
I'm good.
Like what's up?
Just get with what I got now. These natural curls here on the bottom here it's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Oh man. Well, guys, tonight we got a cool show for you. We're going to be talking about hidden bases, aliens, or government. What is it? Maybe both. Then
aliens working with government.
At some point tonight, I have an announcement, some breaking news, some big news. I'm not going to do it at the beginning, and I'm not going to do it quite at the end. I don't know where we're going to put it. So you're going to have to watch. You're just going to have to watch. If you want to find out, you got to watch.
I guess.
Hey, Cassie, so sassy.
Well,
she had a good guess earlier today.
Did she?
Yeah.
My guess was on point. I just want to clarify that my guess was 100% on point.
Hers was, she said, you're running for president.
Worst foreplay ever.
What? No.
It's what she said, not me. It's what she said, not me.
Oh, I'll tell you.
You getting rumors started, Dave?
That's not a good rumor to have.
I know.
This guy's the worst foreplay ever.
What's up, Heather? We both
did we just drink the worst foreplay ever?
Yeah, we did. We took a drink. The worst foreplay. Oh, speaking of, I have stuff for After Dark.
Do you?
Yep. I went in. Went to cut a little shots to there.
Hey, little shooter.
Little shots.
Did you get one of the Twisted Tea whiskeys?
No, I didn't get one of those. I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I told my manager about those, and he was just like, "Oh, that sounds horrible." I'm like, "Bro, I'm telling you, that was actually really good. It was better than the Jeremiah Weed Sweet Tea, 100%."
Yeah.
there's something different about whiskey sweet tea that hits compared to vodka sweet tea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is, just whiskey and sweet tea, just
yeah,
just a beautiful thing. Anyways,
I'm mad. I left it over at my brother's house. I was like,
well,
half a bottle.
Whose fault was that?
Can I?
How far away does your brother live?
He's over in Branson, so he's a couple hours away.
Yeah, it's what
I can't go get it.
No, not right now. Absolutely not.
All right, guys, that's the end of the show. I'm gonna go get my.
Man, how was your week?
My week has been busy.
Sick.
Busy and stressful. Just getting everything aligned so I can make the announcement tonight. Stressful.
I can imagine.
And then, of course, there's work. Work will be work.
Yeah.
Will always be work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's not mine.
That's not good.
Something happened. I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. I just started playing Call of Duty again.
Nice.
It's actually fun again.
For once.
The bots are not jacked up too much, but there are more juggernauts.
I kind of figured that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Turn down the bot level, turn up the
nuts. Juggernauts.
Something like that.
No, I did find a new place to go. I think I'm going to go back there again and just go chill sometime and contemplate this. There's a town nearby called Grove, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Got an awesome garden there. It's like if you get to the back part of it, it's like a Japanese forest almost.
Yeah.
Like, it's so gorgeous and peaceful.
I know exactly what town you're talking about. My brother used to live in Grove.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the pictures I posted on Facebook. The koi pond with the island and the Japanese tea room or tea house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was from Grove. That's cool, man.
Yeah. Like
Seems like a pretty cool place.
I've passed that place like I don't know how many times and I never went. And then this past week, my daughter Addie, she's really big into flowers and stuff. So we went to Lowe's. I was gonna pick up some flowers and build a little garden thing for her so she can plant flowers.
Yeah.
And then we were just looking around. She was enjoying that, and I was like, you know what? There's a garden here I want to take you to. So we went to the garden thing, and it was awesome.
Nice, man.
What about you? How was your week?
Well, last Monday before the show, saw Guardians. That was fun. We had the show. That was great. And then from Wednesday to Sunday, I was virtually at work.
Yeah.
All day.
Well, I know you got to do something pretty awesome.
Last night.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But I was at work. We had a big thing called the Corn Ferry Tour there. It's the Advent Health Corn Ferry Tour, and it's sponsored by PGA. And it's the people that like qualify to make it into the lower end of the PGA kind of thing. Like it's not quite PGA, but it's ran by the PGA.
Right. It's like the minor leagues.
Yeah, in a way. And I was pretty much on the bar outside like freaking Thursday to Sunday.
Damn.
And man, it was so much fun being outside. It was on hole 14. It's one of our smaller holes, and we had what's called a member bar, and a lot of members of people that I know came to that bar and hung out. I was there from like 9 to 6 almost every day. So, man, it was sometimes a little later because of how the shift ran. But after that, last night, got to go to a special premiere of the new Flash movie. And that was awesome.
Isn't that's not even out yet, right?
Yeah, that's why it's a special premiere.
Yeah. That's what I wanted people to understand.
I got to go see the special premiere. I got to see it before it was even released. They even said that it's not even finished yet. And we got to watch the movie. So I'm thinking it's CGI that they haven't tweaked yet. Yeah. But myself, my dad and myself, my dad and I, whatever. Me, she, I don't know.
Sometimes I surprise myself with
exactly. But we were invited by a friend of his, and it was awesome. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It wasn't full of political agenda or just any agenda at all. It was just entertainment.
That's
and cool. Man, they did a great job. I don't give anything away because no spoilers. But
not open heel.
But I will say something that's not a spoiler. If you've watched the trailer, Michael Keaton's in the trailer. He did a fantastic freaking job.
Good.
I love seeing Michael Keaton back. That was awesome.
So maybe
that's honestly the entire reason why I went to see this movie. Was Michael Keaton. I didn't care about Ezra Miller and all his law BS that he has going on right now. But
hopefully, like this is just like a next stepping stone for Michael Keaton to resurrect his career. You know, the Beetlejuice.
Yeah, well, I'll say there's rumors of Beetlejuice 2 happening.
Yeah, it's started. They started filming already.
Yeah.
I think it's scheduled next year to come out.
Which I did when I first saw him. I first immediately thought, "Oh man, this could be good for Beetlejuice." Like just the way he looked, like the longer hair. Anyways, I just kept seeing Beetlejuice. I wasn't even looking at Bruce Wayne. I was just like, "Oh man, this would be a cool looking Beetlejuice." Put on the makeup and stuff, but yeah, it was awesome though. I had a good time, and then today I went and saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which was also really good. Highly enjoyed that, but
I just had a thought.
Yeah.
How come when you ask people their favorite paranormal movie, they never say Beetlejuice? But yet it's like one of their favorite movies.
Well, I think when people think paranormal movie, they think of like crazy horror. I don't really see Beetlejuice as horror.
Well, most people will say Ghostbusters.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
You know, nobody ever says comical. Beetlejuice.
Because also Beetlejuice is revered a lot as a kid's movie.
I guess. It's going to be I hope they add some more adult humor to it.
Yeah.
This go around. I think they're going to let loose a little bit more.
That'd be nice. Well, I mean, they didn't let loose when he was like going into the dead strip club.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. But yeah, I'm excited for this.
Nice fucking model.
Well, why don't they ever? If they say paranormal, why don't they say Men in Black?
It's a good question. These are all good questions.
Very valid question. Great movie.
Very, very valid question.
Hey, if you know what, while whoever's here watching, if you have, what's your top 5, if you can, top 5 paranormal movies? Top 5. I'm curious. I'm very curious what everybody else has to say. So if you can't do 5, do
3.
6. I don't know. Yeah, 3. Sure. That narrows it down.
If you can't do 5, do 6.
Well, the reason why I said 6 is because like 5 is almost like, oh man, I gotta put so many in such small category. Like, you know what I mean?
I would have to say, for me, I don't know if you would consider it a paranormal movie, but it does deal with like a demon.
That's paranormal.
Sinister. With Ethan Hawke. I love the vibe it gives, and it was one of the few movies that actually creeped me out.
Bro, his latest movie, where it looks like he's like a child abductor.
Yeah.
I can't think of what it's called, but that looks crazy. And
because we were just talking about it, I'm going to put Beetlejuice up there. These are in no particular order, but like.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say Sinister is up there. You have to put the Conjuring film, the first one, up there.
Black Phone. Okay, interesting.
Ethan Hawke's movie.
Yeah. Black Phone. Oh yeah. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, that's man. That one looks insane.
I guess Poltergeist I would put up there. White Noise with Michael Keaton. White Noise was a good one.
Is that how many of you said 4?
I think it's 4. I think
okay,
so.
Got one more.
I don't want to be cliche and say Ghostbusters, but
do it.
I mean, it is a classic.
It is a classic.
It is freaking classic.
So, The Descent.
That one wasn't necessarily paranormal.
If caves and dark places scare the crap out of you, I guess that's true. It's not paranormal. Well, okay.
It is a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Wait, I guess it was more monsters. It wasn't really paranormal, was it? Okay, good point. Paranormal that actually scared the bejeez out of me.
The first Insidious was really good.
Yes, the first Insidious. I gotta say, the first time that I saw Bathsheba in The Conjuring, that literally made me actually jump scare. When he says Bathsheba, and like she like turns immediately and looks at him, and it's like a completely different face. Oh, that jump scare got me so much. And then where she was on top of the walkway or the dresser, that scared the crap out of me, dude. Like that got me good. And then let's see. Okay, so Insidious. I'm gonna put The Conjuring on there because I do like The Conjuring.
It was a really good movie.
Yes, James Wan did a fantastic job.
There's so many good ones though.
What is the Hellraiser scared the crap out of me.
Did it?
That movie like scarred me so much.
You remember The Frighteners?
Frighteners. Oh, I love The Frighteners. That was a great movie. Frighteners is on there. I'm adding that to the list. That was a great movie. I love The Frighteners.
The Exorcist.
It was like you look at it and it was. I don't know, the way that it was filmed, it didn't really feel like a horror movie.
No,
it had some comedy elements to it, but there was some scary parts too.
No, just because it's paranormal doesn't mean it has to be scary.
Pet Sematary.
That was a good one.
Oh, Carrie. Duh. And then
in a different way, that is a paranormal film.
Rubber.
Huh?
Have you ever seen Rubber?
No.
It's the Attack of the Killer Tire. You've never seen Rubber, Dave? Seriously?
Jesus Christ.
We've got to watch it sometime now.
God.
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's so wild and out there. We're gonna
watch saying Thanks Killing is my favorite.
Dude, no, it was like until you watch it, you don't understand. Okay.
What? Evil Dead. What about the Evil Dead?
Christine is definitely okay. No, you're definitely okay. So, Conjuring, Insidious, Frighteners, Evil Dead 2, not 1, 2, and then the latest Evil Dead, not the one that just came out, but like 2013, 14, 15, somewhere in there. I need to see the newest one though. I haven't seen it yet.
Like the first one of the new ones.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Those were all fantastic. But yeah, Chris, I would definitely say Christine is paranormal.
Yeah, haunted car.
A haunted, I would say haunted car.
Yeah,
there's so many good movies out there. Oh man, but I really like Doctor Sleep as well. Oh, this is C5 is just not enough, man. It really isn't. Red Horns by Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. Didn't they make a movie about it? Yeah. What the book is better than the movie?
Oh,
okay. Is that the one with Daniel Radcliffe?
Now, if we were going to talk about paranormal books, I'd have to there's only one paranormal book for me, and y'all may not agree with it, but it's one of my favorite books ever.
Yeah, it is Daniel Radcliffe. Okay, cool. What?
Phantoms by Dean Koontz. Phantoms was an awesome book.
Well, Dean Koontz is also just a fantastic writer.
Yes.
Fantastic writer.
Yeah. I actually like Dean Koontz more than I like Stephen King, so.
Some people, I would consider to me my book series that I'm about to say. It's a younger book series, but I don't care. To me, just because of how unlucky they are, it really feels paranormal and really out of place. But Series of Unfortunate Events, I love that series.
I watched part of that movie.
Which one?
With Jim Carrey.
Yeah, no, don't. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, no. It was, don't get me wrong. I like Jim Carrey. He was a special place in my heart. But the TV show on Netflix is way better. And they actually do all the books. Not just the first 3.
Flatliners. Cassie. Just the Flatliners. There's so many good movies out there that are paranormal in nature.
Maybe that's what we need to do is talk have a paranormal movie night.
That would be cool. I am proud of everybody for not mentioning Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah, I laugh at that movie.
Yeah.
I was in the theaters and laughed the entire time. Well, not the entire time, but each time something would happen, I'd just be like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Yeah.
Or just really, what the heck? What the heck? The found footage movies, I'm really not a fan of, except As Above, So Below. I really liked that movie.
Paranormal Activity. I always go back to this meme whenever I think about it.
Dude, back to the kitchen. Jeez.
Oh, that's a good meme.
Cassie, I really like that one documentary about the spook lights. Hey, me too, Cassie. That was a great set of movies. Great set of movies, man. The second one was not as good as the first one, but but they were both just great. They were fantastic.
You said the second one wasn't as good as the first one? What?
Yeah. Dude, just throws it through the computer screen.
There at my studio. He didn't like the second one.
Oh, and I gotta give Josh props too. His Brush with Evil movies docs were really good too.
Yeah, I've already told him this. I had issues with the last one, that third one. I had a lot of issues with it. Not the idea behind it, but just the way it was filmed.
Hard to find a follow-up as good as the first. Absolutely.
I don't know. I think it could be done.
Oh, I think so too.
On that note,
I'm just kidding, Dave. Yeah, I don't know. Nice segue though. Nice
segue.
Yeah.
So with that being said, guys, enjoy this clip. The Into the Light films started as a story and became an exploration of the spook light phenomena. In 2017, we started this quest to explore sightings from 3 locations. Although we gathered good information and captured amazing evidence, there were questions that remained. 2019 brought us back with a drive to find answers to some of our remaining questions. Things took a wild turn, and a new theory was born. Now, almost 5 years later, we're back, and there's unfinished business.
Many of you have consistently asked if we would ever do this.
Well, the time is now.
And this time,
And this time, we are not alone.
we have company.
Yes, and more yes.
I cannot freaking wait for this. Ah!
Yes, we have decided to do another Into the Light movie, but in order to do so, we are going to be running a Kickstarter to raise the funds to do it. Because we're bringing in more people to film this, which means experiments, which we have a freaking awesome one. 3 locations, and it's gonna be awesome. We are gonna be planning on filming this in 4K. I have a contact who I'm trying to get a hold of and see if they're interested in picking it up, and then possibly this will go on Netflix or Hulu if they pick it up. That's right, Chris. This is how Charles figured it out.
See?
Yeah. And if you guys follow me on Facebook or TikTok, because I post some of the same videos, when I made my announcement about It's Up to Something season, the poster behind me is the Into the Light poster.
It just kind of makes sense.
It just makes sense. So we are going to be going back to the Brown Mountains. We are planning to also go back to the Crystal Camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a third location that we're, back and forth on, depending on how the funding goes, really. So on our Kickstarter page, we are actually trying to raise a minimum of $15,000. And it sounds like a lot because it is, but for filming this, we're probably going to go through this money pretty freaking quick. Yeah, you commented on how you like the poster in the video.
Wow.
So about half of the funding is actually going towards some new cameras and things like that. Again, traveling and lodging and food for everybody. And also we want to kind of give back to some of the locations like the Crystal Camp. We want to we're also going to have to pay like people to do interviews and come out and do things. Some of the experiments are going to cost some money. But they're going to be amazing experiments. One of them actually, I got a hair right in my vision. One of them actually has something to do with Skinwalker Ranch. So some interesting, awesome things. That's where Katie and Bart Taller come in. They are working together and doing something for one of the experiments, which I cannot freaking wait. If we get the funding, this is going to be an awesome movie. Awesome movie.
I can't wait, man. This is going to be fantastic.
Our Kickstarter is up now, guys. Let me pop that up right now. You can probably just go on to Kickstarter and search for Spook Lights ITL3.
Do it.
Or just search my name.
Do it.
Just do it. There are some perks on there. We don't have a whole lot of them, but some interesting stuff. But if we can get to that 15, even if it's, somebody takes out a loan and donates it, that'll get us there. And Absolutely. If there's money left, this is something Josh and I talked about. If we exceed the 15, we have like other goals that we want to do. So like if we exceed the 15, the big thing we're going to do, Josh and I are going to take a trip to Norway, and we're going to visit a research facility that has actually been studying these light phenomena, especially in particular, like ball lightning and stuff. But we're going to try to go to this research facility, do interviews. I want to show them the videos from the Brown Mountains and possibly anything we catch while we're filming this film. So that'll be interesting if we can get that. But I just want to get to the 15. Let's just get to the 15, guys. Promote.
Me too, Kelly. Me too. I'm just in it for the jar of dirt. What?
John Tesh. What?
Jar of dirt.
Oh, jar of dirt. Earth.
We're into the jar of dirt.
Earth. If what is it like?
Trying to get reference there.
Let's say if 1,000 people donated $15.
Easy.
Or if 100 people donated $1,000.
You should put the PayPal. You should put the donation link in the comment
in the chat. That's why I was doing the.
I know, but if you put it in like the Facebook or YouTube comment thread, then it would just people can just copy paste. Done.
They got you.
Otherwise, that's a lot of typing.
They got you, man.
Yeah, that's glad you're good for there, buddy.
Got it.
There we go.
There we go.
Who the hell is Boogeyman Radio? I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that's the big announcement.
Well, now that we've spent half the show,
there's an error. An error occurred on
what?
Wait a moment, then try again. Oh, it's for Twitch.
Oh, whatever.
Comment the link.
Oh well.
All right. I don't think anybody watches us from Twitch, really.
We had a couple followers.
We had somebody last week or the week before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we had a couple followers. They popped in. You guys are pretty cool, and then dipped.
See you. Never.
Yeah. Thanks for subscribing.
All right, now that we got that out of the way.
Yep.
Let's talk hidden bases.
Yes, let's talk about some hidden bases.
So, not like base, like low frequency.
Not quite under. So, at first we were talking about maybe some like underwater bases, and then we were like, well, let's just do hidden bases in general because that can be something we could carry on in the future.
Yeah, the underwater one it's tough. It really is.
Yeah.
When I was doing my research, since I only just have the one, like I'll just talk about it real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a short one, short read. Let me get this pulled up here. Let me make
I've
sure.
got we got like 10 underwater bases.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, go ahead and start off with one here.
Well, okay. Where's yours from?
Malibu.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is one of them. So.
Yeah.
So underwater base off Puffin Island in Wales.
Puffin.
Numerous sightings of strange lights leaving and entering the sea around Puffin Island, Wales, has led some ufologists to believe that the area may be home to an underwater alien base. A spate of sightings in early 1974 were particularly interesting to investigators. All spoke of not just lights, but solid objects that were seen leaving the area near the island. Sorry, I couldn't help my Shatner voice there. Since we're talking about aliens, I just
Shatner my pants.
Yeah, exactly. You shattered my pants. What? UFO investigator Phil Hoyle stated that he has heard and read various unconnected reports concerning Puffin Island, and that all of them tell the same story and describe the same type of phenomena. He also stated that the alleged alien abductees close to the area have reported that their abductors were humanoid and told them they came from a base under the sea near the island. There are even some theories that the area itself may be the ancient legendary kingdom of... I'm going to butcher the hell out of this. Contrer Gilad. It's Gwaelod.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
And that the humanoids are their descendants. Hoyle believes that the ties to the ancient site and the current UFO activity shouldn't be downplayed, stating that according to his research, there is an 80% increase in such activity on or around the ancient sites. So yeah, that one I definitely I would have liked to know more, but they didn't really go into detail.
Okay. Well, I'll jump on mine real quick. This one I think was, for me, is like the most well-known underwater base, I guess.
Yes.
So less than 3 miles off the Ventura County coastline, or just under 5 miles southwest of Malibu in Los Angeles, exists an unusual underwater geologic formation.
Okay.
It's about 2,000 feet below the ocean surface. Geographically, it's named Sycamore Knoll. It is located at I'm not going to give you the coordinates, but it's enormous, close to 3 miles across and more than 2 miles wide. It covers almost 5 square miles, just a little smaller than the area of Culver City. If you know what Culver City is, then yeah. According to geologists, it is simply an unusual geologic formation. But to some, however, Sycamore Knoll is a giant underwater alien base. So Sycamore Knoll appears to stand out from surrounding underwater topography. And it's easy to see how one can imagine it to be a giant, artificially constructed, flat-roofed, oval-shaped structure with supporting columns. Here's
Let's see it.
Google Earth image.
Oh, wow.
And then we get closer.
Oh, wow. That's odd and flat.
Yeah. So it's got that flat top. It's kind of oval. And then it's got what appears to be like these columns supporting it.
Interesting.
Jimmy Church of the Fade to Black podcast apparently thought so. And in 2014, he featured a video contended that Sycamore Knoll is not natural, but rather extraterrestrial. He speculated that it could be the biggest center of UFO activity found since Roswell, New Mexico. It should also be noted that according to the privately owned National UFO Reporting Center, nearby Malibu has a relatively high number of UFO sightings, including a number along the coast and some unidentified objects emerging from the ocean. Yeah.
Wild.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I mean, it's even got the attention of Rob Lowe whenever he did his show with his sons. I think they went out there to try to explore it, but they never really got to it. But no, they did get down there. They did scuba dive down there, but they never entered. They got down there. It showed how massive it was, I believe, and then that was it.
I'll show you how massive it is. What?
Rob Lowe.
Well, I mean, there's several places around. Like, okay, to me, even if it's not alien, just bases in general, that we have questions of what could be there, what. As soon as you try to possibly go to it, bang.
Oh yeah.
There's like stuff is heavily guarded. There's areas like there. If I could just snap my finger and be somewhere, I really wish I could do that because there's several places I would just be like, oh, let's go to blah blah blah, blah and like how amazing. I mean, obviously not for just for paranormal reasons, but just in general, that would be very interesting.
What do you mean climb Mount Kilimanjaro?
Exactly.
You
done.
fuck up, sissies.
Dude.
I cleaned that up.
Yeah, I know you did. Good choice. But yeah, man, I just there's so many places that I would love to explore, but for one, obviously, money is a huge issue. Travel, it's not necessarily the money; it's getting the means to travel, and usually having a crew of some sort and permission.
Yeah,
there's a lot of places that we are not permitted to go to.
People just keep forgetting about that. That's like the biggest thing is having the permission. You don't have permission. Guess what?
You can't go.
And if you're filming it, guess what? You're filming yourself breaking the law.
You're a dumbass. Anyways,
what happens?
Yeah, I know it does, and it just, you know, some people,
some people's kids.
Facts. So there's also a possibility that there's a base under Lake Ontario.
Really?
Yeah. So in December 2013, MUFON published a report from a Hamilton resident who claimed to have seen several strange glowing orbs hanging over the Lake of Ontario.
Okay, so that right there, when Josh and I were doing Into the Light 1, that was one of the locations we were actually looking into.
So he also claimed to have seen these orbs on the lake several times prior, and what's more, he believes that there is an alien base underwater. He is far from the first person to have made such assertion. In August 1981, 5 witnesses who were driving alongside Lake Ontario early one evening saw a dome-shaped craft flying over the water. They followed the craft for some time before seeing it begin to descend and enter the water, disappearing from their sight. Perhaps the stories of an alien underwater base stem from the 1977 book The Great Lakes Triangle by Jay Gorley, who made note that many planes and people had disappeared over Lake Ontario, not to mention the many UFO sightings of the area. Another book, Underground Alien Bases, released in 2012 and written by the somewhat strange Commander X, has also perpetuated the legend of the alien base under the lake. It features within its pages several accounts of sightings on and around the lake, and the assertion that an alien fortress of one kind or another lies under the water. However, none of the accounts can be verified by secondary source, and so are left to open debate on, discussion of how reliable they actually are. But
they've got this LiDAR where you can fly over a forest and it can see beneath the trees. That's how they're finding all the places in South America and stuff. I wonder how that would work with water. Like, can you see the water floor, like the lake's floor, and see like if there's any caves or entrances? Probably shipwrecks. I'm sure you can see some shipwrecks, but like
probably
I just don't know how LiDAR works with water.
I don't know, unless like if it would interfere or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a great question. Well, think about it here first. Yeah, I don't know. I have to really dive into the technology of LiDAR, and I don't know the first thing about LiDAR. All right. Flight corridor to underwater base, North Island, New Zealand. Whatever that means. So, North Island in New Zealand has been witness to many strange objects entering the sea, with activity stretching out to some of the offshore islands around the area. UFO researchers stated the area is a hotspot for such activity, with locals claiming that the area is a flight corridor to an underwater base for the strange craft that exists there. Between January and March 1995, there were dozens of sightings. Dozens of sightings of these objects coming and going in the area. These were not limited to nighttime, with many of the objects being witnessed during the daylight hours. So that's definitely something right there.
Yeah.
If they're willing to be seen during the day to fly,
That's I always wondered why, like, if we're not supposed to know about the aliens, they're trying to be covert. It's like they're give a damn, like, just went out the window, and they're like, you know what, screw it, let them see us during the day. Government's not going to tell them what it is.
Oh, oops! I forgot to turn the cloaking device on. Maybe they make honest mistakes like we do. They just forget to turn the cloak on.
I think that's your phone, bro.
Is it going? Yeah, probably.
Cassie says, yes, there is an underwater rescue group who says those exist, but they never seem to get their hands on one.
Because they...
Well, it's like saying unicorns exist, but I never had my hands on one.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Look, Daddy, I'm a farmer.
Just here for the After Dark. So, here's more to the story. Here's more to the account. One particular daylight sighting on March 9th, 1995, stands out. It began with two fishermen who witnessed a bright... Shut up. Who witnessed a bright silver ball-shaped craft that seemed to glow or pulse as it moved and emitted a strange red stream behind it. The two men saw the object for less than 10 seconds before it vanished from their sight. Around 2 minutes later, however, there were sightings of what seemed to be the same object by the control tower at Hamilton International and Rotorua airports. Further supporting the incident were several reports that were phoned in to a local radio station from a concerned residents, who all described a very similar object in the sky while it was bright and sunny.
You know, this reminds me of, like, the UFO that was seen over O'Hare Airport.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's right there by Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Lake Michigan has those kind of sightings as well.
Dude,
you know,
I would, honestly, it makes total sense that the water or a lake or any big sort of body of water is the perfect hiding place for ships.
Yeah,
perfect.
I mean, if you've ever been to any of the Great Lakes, those are
massive,
huge.
Massive. Yeah.
Like when I went to Ohio, and jumped in Lake Erie, like, there's islands out there, but you cannot see them from the beach.
No. Wild, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, holy damn! I didn't think it would be that big, you know.
Right. It just blows my mind how big those lakes are. Like,
yeah,
it makes you think. Is like way back in the day, how high the water used to be, and how that was probably just one big body of water. And then, slowly over time, it becomes 3 separate bodies of water, and it just makes you think. It's like, well, where'd all that come from? Well, the poles shifted at some point.
Yeah.
Informed those places, but when you stand on the edge of those coasts, you look like you're staring at the ocean.
That's how it felt.
It literally looks like you're just looking out into the ocean. It's wild.
You know what was crazy about that? It's like while I was standing, or when I ran into the water, that whole beach, like, it was nice and warm.
Yeah,
sand beach, and like I felt it.
Am I in Mexico? Like,
yeah, I almost felt like I was in Florida.
Yeah.
Or North Carolina or something like that. But, like, it's odd. Just
dude, it is very interesting. I couldn't live there.
I won't just go out there and take a dip. Won't swim around, do laps or nothing like that.
No.
Like, because I had the back of my head, I grew up with stories on the Mississippi of these giant ass catfish.
Yeah. Come and snatch you.
Always just see them, like, in my head, just going and pulling me down.
Man, them snappers all around my feet. Anyways.
So that's a fear I've got. It's like swimming in big open water like that. Just some big ass fish gonna grab me and pull me down.
If that's your time to go, that's your time to go. You know what I mean?
I am not gonna do it on. Yeah, Heather can vouch for the the Mississippi monsters.
Well, I believe it. Hey, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Ain't no stopping it.
I do not want to drown. That'd be the worst way to go.
I didn't say drowning was the way that you go.
Eaten by a fish?
Yeah, exactly. If it's your time to go, same as alligators. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
At least with alligators, you can just roll with it, and they'll probably break your leg, and that'd be about it.
Should just roll with it.
No, when they do their roll, you're supposed to roll with them, and they'll usually release after a while.
I'm never swimming again.
Giant fish and aliens. It's like you're getting pulled down by a giant fish, but then there's this probe that just comes up and rams you right in the rectum.
Oh.
No!
Thanks for being our test today. Did someone just shove a fishing pole up my butt? What? Thanks, Betty. I think I just landed on a fishing pole. Anyways.
Let's see. Oh, off subject.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Okoboji. Well, unfortunately, it's summertime. Basically.
Hey, look, I live on Elk River, or right by Elk River. It's not that deep. But we have drownings there every year.
Yeah, it's
like it's a
common thing.
It's a like a camping, floating town. Like you get visitors all throughout summer. We usually get about a little over 1 million people a year down here, just floating the river and stuff.
Man,
but
if you wanted a good nighttime job, work at a bar. Just saying, in the summer.
Yeah. Yep.
That'd be.
Yeah. But like, yeah, we get drownings out here in the water. I think the deepest spot on this river I've seen is probably like 12 feet deep.
Well, I mean, when the current gets you.
Now that's where a lot of people screw up is like it floods. When it floods, they still go out there and try to fish or try to swim or something. It's like, what are you doing?
No, don't be dumb.
It's just like, screw my life. I'm done.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm
going to fish while I'm at it.
Where you going down the water, just hopefully one goes in.
Yeah.
Just take shot quick.
Smack into a tree or something. And,
oh, man.
Like,
that'd be wild. No, I don't know. If I can deal with sharks, like if I can deal with the thought of I'm more likely to get stung by a jellyfish than get eaten by a shark, I'm okay with swimming in the ocean. I've done it several times on the beach. I haven't gone like way out there and swam, but I've done it like pretty close.
Have you gotten stung by jellyfish?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They did come. Obviously, you didn't die, so.
Well, yeah, but it's still stung especially in places where you don't want it to sting.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. No, here's the thing.
It's in my pants. Oh my god.
No, here's the thing. Like, people don't realize, and I didn't know this, but jellyfish can sting you through your clothes. It doesn't matter. Clothes do not matter.
I've seen like scuba divers try to avoid them too, and I'm like, well, you're wearing that thing.
Rubber might be a little different. If it's a rubber suit versus a shirt and normal shorts, like swim shorts.
Look like I have an amputated arm.
It looks like, I mean, you do actually. That makes sense. But for all, they had the beach had the little, I think it was like a blue flag or a red flag or something out, and it said high warning of like wildlife.
I can't unsee this. I'm sorry.
No, I can't either. It's kind of funny. Dave's got no arm, guys.
See? Wait.
He lost it, Nam. Yeah.
It's not green screen.
It's green screen. You're ridiculous. But yeah, I thought it was like it's one of the worst moments of my. No, but here's the thing: you also don't even feel the sting when it happens.
Yeah. You
don't feel the pain until you get out of the water and the air hits you. That's when it starts to hurt. When you're in the water, it's fine. When you're out of the water, it sucks.
You know what I always worry about is like that itch that comes up after like a couple days when it's been healing and stuff. That itch that slowly develops. That's like that drives me nuts.
After a jellyfish sting?
After any sting, like this.
Well, yeah.
Oh wait, you can't. Where I got stung by a wasp.
Yes.
It's still there.
Nice.
That spot's still there.
Nice.
But that itched like a mofo, and it was under the skin where it was itching. Like,
nice.
I couldn't itch it. I had to just.
That would suck.
I'm gonna jerk my arm off.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm jumping on to the next one.
I bet you are.
Yeah. In the case of the alleged underwater alien base in the depths of the Pacific Ocean, the mainstream scientific explanation is actually stronger than that of the ufologists. According to a research team led by Simon Bauman Pickering,
It's no better.
that's a crazy name, the low humming sound that has had people searching for bases and installations for over 2 decades is nothing more than the sea creatures releasing gas from the swim bladders, essentially breaking wind in the ocean.
Yeah.
UFO researchers have almost entirely rejected this assertion.
It's like when you get to see like a whale fart underwater and then you see the bubbles rise up and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Okay. The humming has been studied and debated since 1991 by scientists and ufologists, or UFO investigators alike. When it was first observed by National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, ufologists argue that rather than being the sound of natural world, or from the natural world, the sounds are more akin to those of electrically powered artificial structures. To them, this is proof the existence of top-secret underwater bases, which are quite probably extraterrestrial, given the advanced technology that would be required to build and operate such an underwater building. Other theories include, vessels, gases from the seafloor.
Well, also the algae that has the bioluminescence.
The algae, yeah.
That looks cool too. I don't know if you ever seen that, but
I have.
I've seen some shows where they're like looking for USOs, unidentified submerged objects, but and they always go back to the algae, which a lot of people. There's some experiences I've seen people talk about where they had this stuff happen right in front of them. They would know better if it was algae,
Yeah.
Because they're talking like where this light comes up from the ocean floor coming straight up. Algae's not going to go from way down in the depths and float straight up like that. Algae floats. It doesn't go down in the depths. So.
Wow.
Oh.
That'd be wild. Just to think it's all algae.
Yeah. And then surprisingly a whale farted underneath it. It created bubbles after I seen this light, and I'm guessing the thing took off right then.
Must have scared him away.
Here comes the light.
All right, there's strange lights and sounds reported in Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
So the island of Puerto Rico has had numerous accounts of UFO sightings, particularly along the northeastern coastline, where strange craft have been seen both emerging out and disappearing into the water for years. There is also a strong U.S. Navy presence on the island, and stories from locals and U.S. expats alike states, I don't know what expats are, U.S. expats? Yep. EXPATS.
All right.
Yep. They all state that the U.S. military, at the very least, is monitoring the strange activity on the waters along the coast. Experienced ufologist and researcher Nick Redfern recently told of an ex-civil defense employee who had witnessed a strange craft emerge in the waters off Puerto Rican coast. It steadily rose up into the air before shooting off at speed. Another account came to Redfern from a local police officer who stated that the U.S. Navy had spent considerable time tracking an underwater craft along the northeastern coast of the island. Good.
All right.
There has been numerous claims and theories that the immediate coastline of the Caribbean island is home to underwater alien bases. Perhaps none more specific than those of investigative journalist George Martin. Martin stated that using NOAA satellite images, they found several anomalies around the islands which suggested artificial structures. Martin stated that these structures were unusually large and precisely rectangular, and were generally on the eastern and southern coast of the island. He also claimed that coming off many of the structures, there appeared to be what looked like tunnels leading to the other structures and even mainland. What is interesting is that in Puerto Rican city of Ponce during the late 1980s, Geez, fudge that up. Local residents were complaining to authorities that they could hear loud rumbling, which seemed to be coming from beneath the ground. It was reported that the sounds were similar to those that you might expect to hear when heavy machinery was operating. Sounds seemed to stop after several days. One of the places in the mainland that Martin's tunnels appeared to connect to was the city of Ponce. So Ponce de Leon. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so the city of Ponce is one of them, which is interesting for sure.
Now,
go for it.
I was going to say, we don't have a whole lot of time left. But I do want to say, join us on the After Dark tonight. We're going to talk. I want to talk a little bit about Dulce, the base there.
Yes.
Some crazy. I think there's another place that they call like Area 71, even.
Huh.
Okay. But we'll talk a little bit about that on the After Dark. Talk a little bit more about the new Into the Light films. I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're going to do, like some of the experiments and some more of the things that we're looking to do. So if you guys want to join us on the After Dark, right down there, patreon.com/Boogeyman Radio. Sign up. It's $2.49 a month. And you get the After Dark after this program every Sunday. No way. And if we do if we do like a paranormal movie night, maybe we should do that for the Patreon page.
Yeah.
So maybe we make that on a Tuesday or Monday night.
Maybe
Monday night.
If I'm not busy with family, familia. Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, we can plan for a Monday in the future for sure. Yep.
And we can let our patrons pick the movie.
Oh yeah, even better. I like
that.
Yeah. It's a much better idea.
Well, again, guys, Into the Light 3 we're working on it. We need the Kickstarter to get started. We already have one donation at least that I know of. So head over to Kickstarter.com. Just type my name in, David Glidden, or you can type ITL3 or Spook Lights. You should be able to find it because I don't think anybody else ever has done a movie on it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for stopping by.
Have a wonderful night.
We'll be on the After Dark in 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace.